So imagine walking out onto this brightly lit stage. The crowd is giving you a standing ovation, but your stomach is just completely in knots.
Because you're absolutely convinced you wandered into the wrong play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're just waiting for someone to tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, you really don't belong here.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
It is. And that exhausting fear, that is imposter syndrome. So welcome to today's deep dive. If you are learning English with us, like at a B1 or B2 level, you are in a safe, completely judgment-free space.
Right. You definitely do not need to understand every single word. The goal is just to, absorb the natural English, feel encouraged, and grow a little bit.
Exactly. So today, our mission is to unpack why our brains lie to us about our own success.
Yeah.
Why do we work so hard to reach a goal only to feel like we're tricking everyone when we finally get there?
It's such a universally relatable feeling. I mean, you look successful on the outside, but inside you feel like a total fake. And to understand why we feel like actors in the wrong play, we really have to look at what we're comparing ourselves to. Our sources point out that we constantly compare our own internal messy reality.
Like the overthinking and the rough drafts.
Yeah, exactly. We compare all that internal panic to everyone else's external polished highlight reel.
Oh, wait, is it really just about comparing highlight reels?
Mm-hmm.
Because, even when I know a colleague is struggling with a project, my brain still tells me that my mistakes are somehow worse.
Oh, totally.
It feels like it goes deeper than just a bad comparison.
Yeah.
I just assume everyone else is a natural genius and I'm faking it.
Well, what's fascinating here is that we're operating with a completely flawed definition of competence. We subconsciously assume that true competence means knowing exactly what to do 100% of the time.
Absolutely zero fear.
Right, which is impossible. So when you inevitably feel fear, your brain acts like an oversensitive smoke detector.
A broken smoke detector. I like that.
Yeah, it confuses the smoke of just stepping outside your comfort zone with the fire of actual incompetence.
I struggle with this, though.
Yeah.
Because if I try to rationally tell myself, hey, I'm just outside my comfort zone, I still feel the panic. The alarm is still blaring,
Oh, absolutely.
It feels like I need something way more concrete than just a mindset shift to prove to my brain that I belong here.
And you do, because when you're stressed, your emotions will literally lie to you.
Yeah.
So you can't fight irrational feelings with just logic. You have to fight them with hard evidence, which is where step 2 from our action plan comes in, creating a smile file.
A smile file.
Yeah, it's a folder, physical or digital, of your real wins, compliments, and past successes. You use historical facts to override your brain's false alarms.
Okay, so I'm basically bringing receipts to my own panic attack.
Exactly.
I love that. But even with a folder of wins, imposter syndrome feels so isolating. Like if everyone is dealing with this smoke detector going off, why is everyone pretending they aren't?
Because imposter syndrome survives on silence. Vulnerability actually breaks the illusion. One source shared this great story about someone confessing their confusion in a meeting.
Oh, I remember this part.
Yeah, and they found out that a senior colleague with 6 years of experience still Googles basic industry acronyms every single morning.
That is so relatable. And here's where it gets really interesting. If no one actually has it perfectly mapped out, does that mean everyone is just figuring it out as they go?
Pretty much. And to fully dismantle this illusion, we need the right language. Which brings us to our word tour for today.
Yes. Let's do the word tour. We have 3 really important terms today to help us identify what we're feeling.
Right. The first word is fraud. A fraud is a person who pretends to be something they are not. Or, in this case, someone who just deeply feels like they don't truly deserve their position.
Like you're tricking everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then the second term is self-doubt. This is a lack of confidence in yourself and your abilities, even when the evidence says otherwise.
Right. It's just that nagging feeling of, maybe I'm not good enough.
Yeah. And the third word is competence, which is the actual ability to do something successfully and efficiently.
So what does this all mean? How does simply defining these words help us fix the smoke detector?
Well, there's a massive neurological gap between feeling self-doubt and labeling yourself a fraud.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, self-doubt is an emotion, right? But a fraud is an identity. When you name the feeling correctly, recognizing it's just normal self-doubt rather than believing you are an actual fraud, you strip the fear of its power.
Wow. So calling it what it actually is builds your competence.
Exactly. You realize you aren't a fake. You're just experiencing a very normal human emotion.
That makes so much sense. Feeling like an imposter doesn't mean you are one. It just means you are growing.
Yeah, and you fight those lies with the evidence in your smile file, and you speak up to break the silence.
Remember, every expert you see was once a beginner who felt completely lost. Showing up despite your self-doubt is already proof of quiet courage.
It really is. Which leaves us with a final thought to mull over. If imposter syndrome is actually just a natural byproduct of stepping outside your comfort zone,
Right.
what would happen if you started treating that deeply uncomfortable feeling not as a warning sign, but as your ultimate metric for success?
Oh, wow. Next time you feel like you walked onto the wrong stage,
Yeah.
maybe it just means you finally got the lead role.